Hey, it's Joe Malone, and we are talking Stebens Children's Theater. We have brand new director, Seth Shaffer, with us. Mr. Seth, how are you?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you today, Joe?
Doing good. So you're getting set for your first performance being put on at Stebens Children's Theater, Puffs, and there's a bigger title.
There's a bigger title, yes. It says Puffs, or 7 years at a certain school of magic and magic. And if you have read the 7 books specifically about a certain school of magic, or have seen the 8 movies that go along with it, this is kind of a satire on those stories. So like if you're a fan of them, or if you're not a fan of them, there's places for both, but there's a lot of winks towards the stories that you might know from the certain school.
Okay. And what's cool about this is, like, my kid has read the books, and has seen the movies, and I've started to watch the movies more, because
Absolutely.
my daughter's in the play, and like the kids, they know this stuff.
Absolutely.
So you're kind of like, here's your script. Oh, we already kind of know how this goes.
Absolutely. Well, and they are able to find like the moments that are ridiculously funny, and they understand the humor of it, which is great, so that they can have the audience like really invest in it with them, because they already really understand where the joke is, why it's funny, and then be able to deliver it. And I say jokes because it is a parody, but at the same time, it runs the audience through all the gambits of emotion. So it is funny, so come ready to laugh. But there's also moments where you might cry. There's moments where you might be afraid a little bit in beautiful ways, because like I think that just like the movies, just like the books that these are based off of, it really, really wants to pull people in and immerse them in that world, even though it's a parody.
Now, show times and dates.
So we're opening on Tuesday the 8th, so October 8th. On Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, our show starts at 7. And then Sunday the 13th, our show is at 2 o'clock.
Okay, matinee action.
The matinee action, yep.
Now, one interesting thing about this is, like most plays, a kid plays a role, or an actor
That's right.
plays a role. But in this one, in Puffs, they're doing a bunch of roles.
Yeah, absolutely. So, because there's so many characters in the book, so many characters in our play, that some of our students are playing 5, 6 different characters. Sometimes those characters even change while the actor's on stage. So like we get to be part of that parody and that fun of watching these kids transform from one character to the next.
Yeah, well, it's magic after all.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
Now, one thing that you're bringing to Stebens is buttons.
Absolutely.
Collectibles. So maybe you've noticed these and you're like, wow, what are you guys campaigning for?
Yeah.
Third or nothing in one case.
Absolutely.
Or Puff Pride. Here, I'll just bring this in. So these buttons are going to be for sale at the show.
And I got one here, Third or Nothing, which is one of the slogans in it, and then Puff Pride. And these will be for sale at the show. And when we're working on the show, the storyline takes place in the 90s. And I grew up in the 90s.
Yes.
Grew up in the 90s. And like when we were younger, like buttons were a big part of like our life, like our life as a kid. Like,
I remember making an Aerosmith button.
Right.
I was like, why? But that's what you did.
Absolutely. And there's even moments in the show where the kids are making buttons, like as Cedric's about to go into battle the dragon, and it's saying, Harry sucks, all that fun stuff. And so like I taught the kids how to make buttons, and at the same time it's like, hey, let's make some buttons for the audience so they can be pulled in. And if it's really successful, I'll make them for each of the shows. So we'll have collectible buttons for the different shows for the entire season.
I think that's kind of cool, because if you go to one performance out of a run, you always keep your playbill.
That's right.
If you go to 2 or whatever, you keep your playbill. Now you've got something else.
Absolutely.
You can have as a memento and a memory of going and seeing that show. Best way to get tickets?
Best way to get tickets online. There is a service fee with that, so you can also come in person. Our box office manager right now, she's only working on Mondays from 10:30 till 2:30. However, I'm at the theater any day at 2 o'clock. So if you stop in anytime between 2 and 4:30, I'd be able to also get you tickets.
And honestly, getting them online, super easy.
Absolutely.
Like you can pick where you want to sit. Do you want to be front row? Do you want to be off to the side?
Absolutely.
Is there a certain student you're going to see? Which side of the stage are they going to be on? You gotta pick your seats.
Yeah. And then if you're really interested in watching the entire season and saving some money that way, and just become a season subscriber, and then just give us a call. We'll be able to reserve the seats you need at that point.
Excellent. Yeah, because you've got next show is going to be
Little Mermaid.
Is that December?
That's in December. Yeah.
December.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So that opens mid-December, and then we'll have Wind in the Willows, and Alice in Wonderland, which is a new version with Danny Elfman music in it. And then we close the season with Rainbow Fish, which a lot of your kids probably know that story because it's based off a children's book.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know Rainbow Fish.
Yeah.
My wife's like, are you serious? And I'm like, apparently I missed that in bedtime rotation. I don't know.
Right. It's a cute book for the kids, like teaching about sharing and really appreciating people.
So you just had auditions for Little Mermaid.
Yep, and we had them yesterday or 2 days ago, and we have some more today, and then tomorrow, Saturday, we have our callbacks. So we're really excited to see.
So you're finalizing Puffs. You got tier classes going on. You're casting for the next play.
That's right.
It's a busy man.
Absolutely.
Well, Puffs, again, make sure you go and check it out. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be family friendly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Seth, thanks so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.